Hi everyone, so today I'll be talking about VLOOKUP, what it is and how can we use it. Suppose we have a table over here showing the name of different employees and their different details such as their employee code, sales achieved and so on. And over here we want to extract some of this data for some of the employees. So one way is to manually search for the data that we are looking for and write it over here. For example, we want the sales achieved figure for maybe Rahul. So we will write Rahul over here and then search for the sales achieved by Rahul, that is 300,000, 3 lakhs. So we will write 3 lakhs over here. But this way it will take us a very long time, and especially when the table is very large. So what we can do over here is, in this case we can use the formulas of VLOOKUP in order to extract our required data from this table in a very efficient and fast manner. Now in order to understand how we can use VLOOKUP to extract our data, we must first understand how Excel understands VLOOKUP and how Excel uses it to extract our data. So what Excel does is, first from this whole sheet it narrows down to this table area, that is the table array that we have specified in the formula. Next step what it does is searches for the employee name whose data is to be extracted. For example, if you want to extract the data of Rahul, it will go to the name of Rahul and then it will again further narrow down to this row within this table area, within this table array. And next what it will do, it will go to that column number which we have specified. For example, if we had specified 3, so it will go to the third column of this table array, and boom, this is the area where Excel has finally reached. And by narrowing down from this whole sheet of Excel to this single particular cell, and now Excel will extract whatever data is there from this cell and then return it to us. So now that we have a fair idea about how Excel executes VLOOKUP, let's look at how we can use the formula, how to write the formula and how to use the syntax. So let me first delete this manual writing, and one thing more, that which is the cell where we should write the formula for VLOOKUP. So it is that cell where we want the data to be retrieved ultimately. So because we want the sales achieved by Rahul figure to be placed over here, so this is the cell where we should type the VLOOKUP formula. Alright, so for the syntax it is equals to VLOOKUP. So here now we here now you can see that while typing the formula, the Excel has highlighted the whole formula just below over here. So what we can do is simply press tab, so what the formula will be typed all by itself and we will save some bit of time. Now that we have typed the formula's initial syntax, we can see that VLOOKUP actually requires 4 arguments in order for VLOOKUP to extract our data. What are those 4 arguments? First is lookup value, then is table array, then is column index number, and then is range lookup. Let's first understand what is lookup value. So lookup value is that data that Excel will search in the leftmost column of the table array that we select. Now you may be confused listening to this. So in simple words, it is the name of the employee that Excel will search, whose data we will extract, right? So we can select the cell G3 over here in order to search for Rahul's name, or we can also do one thing, that is write the name of Rahul in double inverted commas itself. Now I must mention over here that the string that is Rahul, it is not at all case sensitive. Now what do I mean by that is, even if I write the name of Rahul in all capital letters over here and Rahul's name is written in small letters in the table array, it will not matter. Excel will search for Rahul as it is, because Excel in VLOOKUP it is not concerned with the case of the string. So I'll just select the cell G3 over here, which means that Excel will search for the data that is written inside the cell G3. Now I must press comma, because until and unless I press comma, I type comma, it will not go to the second argument. So next is the table array. What is table array? Table array is that area from where the Excel will extract the data. Now while selecting the table array, that is basically the whole table from where the data will be extracted, one thing that we must always make absolutely sure is the first column of this table array must contain the name of the employee whose data we want to extract. Now, why is it so? This is because Excel searches for the name of the employee that we are wanting only and only in the first and leftmost column of the table array that we select. So what, for example, if I start my selection of the table array from here, we will not be able to extract our data. Why is it so? Because in this case Excel will search for the name of Rahul in this particular column, which is actually blank, and it will not find the name of Rahul, and so the data for Rahul will not be extracted. So this is the reason why we have to make sure that the first column of the selected table array must always contain the name of the employee whose data we want to extract. Now, one more thing is we must select this B2 to E7, that is the address of the table array, and then press F4. Why we are doing this? In order to make this a fixed reference. Why are we making this as a fixed reference? This is because in future when we copy the formulas of VLOOKUP to some other cell, that is maybe below it or 2-3 cells below for some other employees, the address of the table array will not move correspondingly. It will stay as it is in this area itself. So this is the reason why making it a fixed reference is an absolute necessary. So now let's move on to the third argument by pressing comma, and this is the column index number. So what is column index number? So since in this case we are wanting to extract the sales achieved figure, so now we have to search that okay, in which column of the table array is the sales achieved figure present. So column number starts from 1 in the first column of the selected table array, that is because this is the first column of the selected table array, this is column number 1. So 1, 2, 3. So because the sales achieved figure that we want to extract is in the third column of the table array, we will type 3 over here. So I hope I could explain that why we are writing 3 over here. One more thing I must mention, that the heading that I am writing over here is sales achieved, and the heading that is over here, that is not at all relevant. This is only and only for our understanding. The thing that we want to be concerned with is the name of the employee. This must be exactly same as the data which is written in the table array, because Excel will search exactly for this name. Suppose I make a spelling mistake over here, that is Rahul, that is I make R-A-H-U-L, and here it is R-A-H-U-L, so Excel will not search for that data. So that's the reason why only the name of the employees, that is the leftmost column, is important. Now one thing I missed it earlier, that you can see that while Excel searches for the name of the employee in the leftmost column of the table array, it goes from a top to bottom approach. It takes a top down approach, because it first searches for this cell for the name of Rahul, then it goes to this cell, and then it goes to the next one until it finds the name of Rahul. So this is why it is also called VLOOKUP, that is it stands for vertical lookup. Why? Because it searches for the name of the employee in a vertical manner from a top to down approach. So this was something about the VLOOKUP form, and now let's get back to the argument section. So column index number is 3 because sales achieved figure that we want to extract is in the third column. Now let's type comma and then go to the range lookup. Now what is range lookup? First we can see that range lookup is actually written in square brackets. So what does this mean? This means that this is an optional argument, that is we can also give a value for this argument or we can leave it blank. Now if we leave it blank, what will happen is Excel will take its default value as true, which is something that we don't want to happen. Why? Because true means approximate match, that is if Excel is not able to search for Rahul exactly in this table array, it will go for that employee's name which is close to Rahul. So it will not give us the exact answer that we want, and this I'll explain it in a separate video in very details. So for this video we'll just make sure that we always go for an exact match. Why? Because we want to search for exactly the name of Rahul and not for any other similar name. So for that we will type false, or we can also type 0. Both are the same. So this is all about the arguments, and then we'll close the brackets and press enter. So we can see that the sales achieved by Rahul has been extracted by Excel. So you may think that typing this formula has taken a fairly long time. We could have manually searched for it, but that is not so. Because why? Because now, since the formula has been set, we can just copy and paste the formula in the below cells for any other employee that we want. How? Suppose we want to now search for the details of Seema. So we can type Seema over here, and then what I'll do is simply drag this cell below, and it will search for the value of Seema itself. So this is the magic of VLOOKUP. Now you must not think that only one column can be extracted over here. We can always add more columns as per our requirement. For example, if I also want to extract the data of employee code, so I'm just writing, employees code. So you may notice that I have added an apostrophe s over here, whereas there is no s over here. So I've just added it over here deliberately to make you guys understand that the heading of these headings are not at all relevant for VLOOKUP function. Only the name is actually relevant for the VLOOKUP function. So how will we extract the employees code? Similarly, we will write equals to VLOOKUP, and again, since the formula has been highlighted over here, I'll simply press tab to auto type the formula. And now for VLOOKUP value, I'll press the employee's name and then comma, and then for table array I'll select the whole table and make sure that I'll press F4 in order to make it a fixed reference, and then I'll press comma to go to the third argument, and in the column index number and since we are wanting to extract the employees code, you guessed it right, we will press 2. Why? Because it is in the second column of the table array. The employee code is in the second column. So we are writing 2 over here and then pressing comma, and then I'll press 0 over here. Why? Because I want to go for an exact match, and then I'll close the bracket and press enter. So you can see the employee code of Rahul has also been extracted. So similarly, I'll drag the cell in the below cell to extract the employee code of Seema, and you can see how VLOOKUP is now extracting our required data in a very efficient and fast manner. So this was something about VLOOKUP exact match. I hope I could explain VLOOKUP to you guys, and if you have any queries, do post it in the comment section below. I'll try my level best to answer each and everyone's queries as soon as possible. Thank you guys for watching, and do consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. See you in the next one.